This is a video trying to demonstrate the anticipated nursing intake of a patient workflow. And to get right down to it, I've opened a patient. This is a new patient, and I'm going to click here and create a new encounter. Once I've done that, I will go to the orthopedic home template, and I am going to fill in two spots up here. The first is that this is a new patient. The second slot says that this is an office visit. And the third slot, which is somewhat optional, is to talk about the reason for visit, which in this patient is going to be calf pain on the right side. If you look now to the left side of your screen, you see the navigation bar, and we have created in order for the nursing staff the home page which we're on. The second page is the demographics page, which I'll click to now. The only reason for you to open this is to enter pharmacy preferences for this patient, which can be done over here. And at this point we haven't loaded our pharmacies, but that is the reason for this page. Close it down, save it, back to the orthopedic home page, where we next go to nursing documentation, the third step down. We have three goals in nursing documentation. The first is to document vital signs. You will double click within the grid. You will then enter the patient's vital signs, which are 5'10", 176, 150 over 68. And we will save and close. Now, our next step is to add allergies for this patient. We go to the Add Allergies button, and I am going to make this patient allergic to Keflex. I'm not worried about the reaction in this case, so I'm just going to save and close. I will then go to the medication module, and by double-clicking in the medication grid, I can then, and this is a process that will be explained in more detail later, add a prescription for the patient. And in this case, I'm going to add, let's do low tensin. Go to low tensin. And I'm going to go to 10 milligram tablet. I guess I got it double clicked. There it is, low tensin. And you know what? I don't know what the strength the patient's getting in. So what I did here is I right clicked and dragged down to the unknown strength. And I'm going to say this was prescribed elsewhere, which is automatic since I don't know the strength, and I'll accept it. And we've added medications. That's all we need to do on this screen, which is the nursing documentation screen. We will now go to the orthopedic office visit screen. In this screen, you want to do one thing, and that is to document the patient's review of systems. So I'm going to click on the Add Additional Review of Systems, and this page comes up. We are going to end up documenting this most likely, rather than having you pick these radio buttons, we're going to have a default set that we can go to, which picks normals. And this particular patient will say has headaches, so I'm going to change that. And he has heartburn, so I'll change that and save and close. I've now completed a home page, demographic page, nursing documentation page, the office visit page. We go to the histories page. And here we are going to go through the patient's medical history in this area here. We will click the Additional Histories button. We will give this guy depression and diabetes because it's easy to do. He's not had any previous surgery, so I'm going to save and add news. Just because that's the way NextGen likes it, then I'm going to save and close, and here we have those. The next step is the patient's family history, and we'll open the family history box, and I think that his family probably has diabetes as well and depression. But again, this is a box that you'll have to look at to learn to navigate. We'll save and close. And finally, we're going to come to the social history. My hope is to be able to fill in the social history from here with limited but useful information. So I'm going to say that this guy likes to play basketball, and he is a person who exercises daily, and he is fairly vigorous in terms of his activity level. I am going to make him, this is the employment screen, let's make him an attorney, and that's all I need to know about that. So I save and close, and now for meaningful use, I'm going to add his tobacco usage, and we will, for the sake of argument, say he is a smoker, however unlikely that seems. He smokes cigarettes, he smokes a half a pack a day, and he's smoked for 40 years, and he's never tried to quit, and he's a current everyday smoker, and we will add this, and we will save it, and we'll close it. And there we go. We have now completed our intake, and the last step is to preview the intake note, which will generate a document for your physician or whoever wants to look at it. Slowly but surely. Here's the intake note. A 59-year-old with calf pain. He's on low tension. He's allergic to Keflex. Here's his review of systems. And we're going to end the video.